What about school spirit? Oh, that's in the rumble seat.
So this is the famous hangout.
The Formosa Cafe.
Lawrence High plots the downfall of every other school.
This is it. Think you dare to come in?
I don't know. I am from Westport High, you know.
I'll tell him you came from Mars.
I thought men were from Mars. Hey, it's Studio 1954. Ladies and gentlemen, the creepiest man on Earth.
This is a nice place, Jimmy. Even the wolves are nice.
Hello, little girl.
Why the armband?
Oh, they're from the High School Service Club.
It denotes their commitment to the Fuhrer.
We're trying to boost United Fund over the top. I got everyone in my block signed up early this afternoon.
You spent your Saturday working for the United Fund.
You're a bigger
You've
dink
really
than I
got it,
thought.
Lawrence.
We've really got what?
God, looks like Roger
Maybe you'll
Waters.
think I'm kind of corny, but... Well, you've really got the right kind of school spirit.
That's totally lame.
You're not a big school. That can't be the reason you're always on top.
It must be your mob ties.
So why are you?
Well, gosh, it's hard to say.
We're just really keen, I guess.
But if you ask me, I'd say Bob Corby had a lot to do with it.
Bob Corby of Back Porch
Bob
Comics?
Corby? I don't remember Bob Corby.
Sure you do. He was president of the senior class in All-State the year we were freshmen.
9 years ago.
Oh, that Bob Corby. But he's been...
Yes.
Oh, I get
He's
it.
been
Full page in the
gone from
yearbook,
Lawrence
huh?
High a long time. But he left his mark. You know,
Ah.
I can remember a little bit of what it was like before his time.
The Rosie O'Donnell squad.
Everybody thinks of a school spirit. A pep club, cheerleaders, and plenty of noise.
Ride, oh, ride. Decent, decent, decent.
Whenever we won, we really cut loose.
They're storming Grenada.
Snarling up traffic and racing up and down the streets, blaring car horns, and yelling.
Yay, we won a high school
Certain
basketball
townspeople
game,
didn't
yay.
get much sleep. And it's a wonder somebody didn't get killed.
Damn young people, stop being young on my
Sometimes noise
property.
wasn't enough. Sometimes it was kid stuff, such as painting the school initials in places where they had no business to be.
What a bunch of
If we'd
hellions.
had any sense, we'd have known all this carrying on was a discredit to the school.
They even spelled school wrong.
And then let's see. Yes, it was still my freshman year.
Sorry you
We
asked
had a
yet?
pep assembly. I remember what Bob Corby said when it was his turn.
He announced that he
And
was
now
a
we'll have
chick.
a few words from our team captain, Bob Corby.
Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil!
I'm not much of a speaker, so I guess about all I can do is tell you what I think and how the boys on the team feel about some things.
Like the Jim Geddes political
You probably don't
machine.
realize it, and I don't know just how to say it.
But it starts with an M. Help me out here.
All of you out there mean more to the basketball team than any one of us who play on it.
Is that guy knitting?
We spend a lot of time practicing and a lot of time learning the plays.
A lot of time drinking and hazing.
And sometimes, well, we get to thinking we're pretty good. But when the day of the game rolls around, well, our insides get shaky.
And we lose
We
big
begin to
time.
wonder if we're really going to be any competition for the other team. If it weren't for all of you and the way you feel about Lawrence High School,
Oh, his diction is very inspiring,
we'd be
isn't it?
just another basketball team. You can feel that spirit
It's kind of icky.
right now, right here in this assembly. We're all for Lawrence. We're all for the team.
What is reality?
We want to try to do well and try to win everything that the school does. And with that kind of spirit, I don't see how we can lose.
Bob, basketball season ended last week. We lost. Sorry, pal.
Well, that threw it right into our laps.
Biggest load of bullcrap you ever
Corby
saw.
was a hero to every kid in school. And if he said the whole student body was a part of the team, well, we weren't going to let Bob Corby down.
So 300 kids joined the team?
Those were the weeks when school spirit began to mean more than just
Excuse me,
noise.
pardon me, I'm overdosing on
If
school
an
spirit.
opposing team member was shooting a free throw, we all kept quiet to give him a chance to make it good.
Yeah.
When Bob fouled out in the last minutes with the score tied, we didn't jeer the referee.
We blamed
We
Bob.
concentrated on supporting the players who were still in. That's what Bob was doing.
Ah, he's having a seizure.
We all had a new idea of good sportsmanship that all of us wanted to live up to, and it was heading us straight toward the championship. Lawrence High was rated one of the top teams in the state,
Of Alaska.
and that's when it happened. right in the middle of the season, halfway to the championship.
My
Bob
face got
sick.
flattened.
Really sick. He was the spark plug of the team. With him gone, we didn't know whether the team would fold or not.
Pause.
What really happened was that it worked just the opposite way.
I really don't care.
People got to thinking about Bob in the hospital, and
At all.
everybody became more determined than ever to carry on with what Bob had started.
We all began to foul out
there
and
was
have
no
seizures.
foolishness at all after that. Everyone got behind the team in the way that it counted, not calling attention to ourselves, but letting them know we were for them.
Huh?
And you know, it was a thing that carried over into every classroom.
That game lasted 3
Before
months
long,
straight.
We were as proud of our scholarship and extracurricular ratings as we were of our other victories. We knew any school would probably trade their shiny new buildings for what we had. The reputation of being the best school in the state.
For woodshop.
Boy, I'll never forget the championship game that year. The cheerleaders had knocked themselves out on new yells and routines. And new stuff
win
sparked the whole
and
cheering
stuff.
section.
Okay.
There wasn't an empty seat in the house. The whole student body turned out, even though the sports writers favored Washington High to beat us by at least 8 points.
You
After
sure they
all,
didn't show
we
up to
didn't
watch you
have
get
Corby.
massacred?
That's what they thought. You should have seen them. Every man on the team was an inspired ball player.
Did I mention the steroids?
Washington High didn't stand a chance.
Yay. Oh, here we
I
go.
was on the student council that year, and I was one of those who went along when we took Bob Corby the championship trophy we had won.
Oh,
Well, Bob, here it is.
they removed this from your abdomen.
Yeah? You did it. Gosh, you guys were great in the tournament.
Could you get out of my room?
I'll never forget how you came from behind and walloped him.
No comment.
I could feel it just lying here listening on the radio. I knew
God,
just how the team felt.
3 years
They were
later.
behind you every minute. Wish I could have been playing with you, but I guess you just have to take things as they come your way.
Bobby, we're replacing you with a
Anyway,
kid who's not
I'm glad
sick.
I was on the team. I'm just as proud of this trophy as if I'd helped you win it.
Oh, and your girlfriend says she breaks up.
Thanks, fellas.
Well, I guess you remember what happened.
Bobby was absorbed into the Borg.
It was hard to realize that Bob was gone.
I think it's wonderful the way you feel about him, Jimmy.
But I just don't care.
But I think you're all wrong.
Wrong.
Say that to my face, you daffy
Well,
cow.
it happened just the way I
Well, I'm
told
not
you.
saying that the order of events isn't true. I'm just saying that you're wrong to give Bob Corby all of the credit.
What about Lord Xenu?
I know it was Bob. All those things he said.
Somebody says almost the very same thing at every pep assembly without making that much difference.
Ouch, that's
Why, every
cold.
school has one thing or one person to be proud of.
Except
The way
Yale.
you're proud of Bob Corby. But how many of them carry it any further?
They would have, if they'd known Bob.
There are kids at Lawrence now
edited
who
by a
never
total
knew Bob
spaz.
Corby. Oh, can't you see? The spirit was there all the time. It wasn't all his doing that brought it out.
The spirit of school spirit is in
I'm
your
not.
spirit.
I'm closer to it than you are. If what you have at Lawrence depended on Bob Corby, it would have died when he did. But it hasn't.
I hate you and
It
your
had to
dead
be
friend.
all of you.
Now, how can you argue with a woman?
I can give you some tips.
But I did argue with her. I argued with her for hours.
Then I shot her. Go black, rah rah rah. Oh, hi there.
But you know, since then I've been wondering more and more.
What the deal is with my face.
Is Sally right? Was Bob Corby really less important than I thought to Lawrence High?
Was he really the son of
Or
God?
was it Lawrence High that made Bob Corby important?
That's an interesting question, I guess, if I were
Can
to...
any school build our kind of school spirit if it looks around to see all the things it has to be proud of
Well, again,
and then supports them?
well, you
Win,
see,
lose, or draw?
I can't really see how it matters, what with all the social and political
I don't
turmoil.
know.
Well, I wasn't finished. You see, the real question
do
is
you
one of
think?
faith. What? Wait, what'd you say? Hey, wait a minute, I didn't get to finish my answer. Bobby did not die in vain. Spread the word and be filled with school spirit.